Hey guys, how are you? How was your weekend? I'm just a couple minutes early. Hi, Jean. So tonight we are going to learn how Nadia, oh my gosh, if Nadia's, hold on a second. Of Nadia's country, gosh, I hope I say her name right. Nadia's Crafty Corner. Hi, Janet. Hi, Mary. Hi, Angel. Welcome your first time. Everyone, welcome, Angel. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Hallie. Hi, Gail. Hi, Tracy. So Nadia is going to teach us a few of her tips and tricks that she has learned. I'm trying to find us on here. On how to use Etsy. She already taught me a couple things that I didn't know. But that's not saying much, because I'm a bad student. Hey, Tom, my BFF love. What's up? All right, so let me send her the invite. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Hey, Chris girl. How you doing? So I just sent Nadia the invite. And we're going to have to do some testing on how to share her screen and all that. So bear with us, guys. Bear with us. Hey, Gina. Because, me and technology, keep me in your thoughts and prayers. I'm having my gallbladder out tomorrow. I'm sure it will go well. Will do, Hallie. Hey, Ricky. Definitely will. Hey, Berta. Happy New Year to you. Here I go with yawning because I'm live. Ooh, I hear that gallbladder surgery is not really that big of a deal these days. Hi, Judy. So I'm just waiting for Nadia to come on. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Sometimes this StreamYard doesn't work really well. Hey, Pat. How are you? Hi, Carol. Hey, Lorraine. Ooh, I've been after this ant, and he's playing games with me. He sure hides fast. No, it's being done laparoscopic, so recovery should be easy. Oh, that's good. Good, good, good. Hey, Tracy. Well, no, Barbara, this is still my shed. Can't you tell? Look at the mess behind me. I'm still in my shed. I'm doing okay, girl. I'm going. Don't feel good going back to bed. Tom, you can't go. You have to stay. Look at all that mesh. Yes, girl. You can't go. We'll have to keep your spirits up. Mm. Let me see if she's having problems. Why does StreamYard do this to some people? Let me check. Let me check. Nope, it's there. It's there. Bear with us, guys. Let me try this again. How am I doing my organization? Girl. Looks like succeeding. Uh, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, there you are. You're here. Oh, gosh. She's here.
I'm here.
Oh, I didn't see you. And I forgot to tell you, you need earphones. Do you have earbuds?
Yes, let me go grab them.
I always forget to tell my guests that they have to have earbuds. Hey, BJ. Hi, Terry. All right. So Nadia, oops, I lost her. Can you hear me, girl?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right.
All right. So everyone, this is Nadia.
Hi, everybody.
Said what? Nadia's Crafty Corner, right? I did it.
Yes.
And I think I think there's a little bit of a delay. So, um, also Nadia is one of my VIPs. So if you're a VIP, this is Nadia. Look at the beautiful wreath
Hi,
on her wall.
everybody.
Yes. Everyone's looking at your beautiful wreath on your wall.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I want to
Hi,
find
Darlene.
I want to find you
Yes.
here so I can see the comments because I can't see them.
Oh my gosh, Darlene, that's funny.
So let
You
me
upper top right, do you see something that says comments?
no, my phone it wouldn't let me connect from my laptop, so I had to use my phone to connect. Pretty
That is
annoying, to
so
be
weird.
honest with you. Yeah, it's
I
just
don't
whatever.
I don't know what's wrong with
No,
this
I think I
StreamYard
think I
lately.
think it's just my phone. My laptop is an older version, so I think it can't deal with certain things.
Oh, I don't know.
So,
Maybe.
yeah.
Darlene, I
Um,
can't believe you didn't get your sign. That's funny. I don't know if you could see mine. Mine's behind me. Look. Can you see it? Excuse the mess, but I'm crafting here.
that's right.
Oh gosh.
We are
So
crafters.
we're
We can't clean.
yeah.
That's funny.
So we are Nadia's gonna teach us some tips and tricks that she has learned about Etsy. She's actually selling on Etsy more than I could say. So,
It's
um,
a slow process, you know.
yeah, girl, I've
It's
been on Etsy since 2018. Okay.
okay. All right. So first of all, I want to say like everything that, I'm going to share with you guys, it's things that I've learned through, I guess we could say trial and error. Um, I'm not afraid to like click and, adventure in tabs and computers and stuff like that, because when something breaks, then I just, um, call my friend and ask him to fix it. So that's just that easy. um, but I also, I guess, my background, what I do with my job, everything revolves around reports. So if I don't know why something is not selling, then I can't fix it. Um, if I don't know why it's selling, then it'll stop selling. So there's always that curiosity that I have. Why is it not selling? Why is it selling? What's making it sell better? And that's why I started venturing into this Etsy thing. And I'm like, okay, so my stuff has been up for you know 3 months now, and I don't hear the ka-ching. So what's going on? um, so the very first thing that I have learned is obviously pictures. If we don't have the right picture, like in the retail world, they say that your show window is what calls the customers in. So the window is the first thing people see. So the picture is the first thing people see. Um, Having the right background, having the right lighting. Like I found the spot in my house where I have no shadows. Um, I have a board that I made with contact paper, to be honest with you, and I change it, every so often. There is no shadows, there is no colored background. It's just a white background because the attention needs to go on the wreath, of course. And and um, we all know Hallie, I'm sorry, forgive me if I'm saying the name wrong. It is normal to want to give up Etsy, but we don't give up. We're gonna get this going. So the picture is the first thing. What I've noticed on Etsy, people love videos. and including me, I don't want to sit there and look through 10 pictures. Show me a quick video and I'm gonna fall in love with the product. So that's the number one thing. So taking really good pictures helped me tremendously. Because, again, too, at work too, when I had to send pictures to corporate, like the pictures have to be right, so a picture is worth a thousand words. So once we start with that, we have the first tile of our room, and slowly we get to everything else. The other thing that we are going to talk about so much is SEO. And SEO stands for searching engine optimization, which means that whatever you name your product is what people will look for. So let's say I have a wreath that has, okay, let's look at this one right behind me. Where is it? Okay, so if I want to call it Whimsical Hearts Arlequin Wreath, ain't nobody going to search for that because that's just a name that I gave my wreath. So we need to use names that are common for people to use. So it's a pink heart. It's, oh, and another thing that I've seen so much on Etsy, and I used to do it too. The title, let's call it a title, but it's really not a title. It's maybe three words, comma. If you put a period, the search engine doesn't know what that means. So it doesn't recognize everything else that you put after. So this is a Valentine wall wreath, comma. It's pink hearts, comma. It's all the details that I want to put in there, but it's everything that I see in the wreath. It's not a name that I'm giving my wreath. Now, when I go on my website and then I want to put whimsical fun wreath, people are already going on my website looking for me. On Etsy, you have to make them come to you. And there is another tool, which unfortunately I can't share the screen, but I'm going to try. Let me go here. Um, and I'm going to walk you guys step by step. So what you name your wreath is super, super important. When you come up with these short titles, let's call them that, short titles, I'm sure that someone with,
Hey,
they'll
Debbie.
have a different name for it, but the short titles with a comma in between, because it is a title, there is a certain amount of words you could put in there. But then we have the tags, and the
So
tags,
hold, Nadia.
yes.
How long should the videos be for
Okay,
Etsy?
so what I've learned is that you will not upload a video that is longer than 16 seconds. So I always keep my videos at 15 seconds, and I've never had a problem with that. Anything longer than
Okay.
that, it will not take. So
Okay.
yeah, 15 seconds, that's what I keep it on. And I try to start it from a detail, and then go around and take, if you have a sign or another detail other than the bow or whatever, then you'll take that around, and then I give one quick back. Um, but I never go over 15 seconds. That's what I've seen with.
And and should you put a video on of every wreath that you are putting into Etsy?
So I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a video for everything that I have a picture of. Um, because this is something that I've learned after. So I can't take 100 products and redo, set them up and do the videos, but I am doing it for everything new.
Hey,
Um,
Teeny.
it is best to have the videos.
Okay.
It really definitely is best. But once you have the product set up to take the pictures, it really only takes you an extra 15 seconds to do the video.
To do the
So
video. Yep.
yes, yes. Um,
Hi, Nellie.
so hold on a second. Connie, please help me. If there is a comment that I don't see, just let me know what the
Okay.
question is. Um,
I will do that.
Yes. So yes, the tags are super important, and I think we are allowed 13 tags, and I always use all of
Yes.
them, and I try not to repeat. So
Right.
if this is a Valentine wreath, I'm not gonna say red heart wreath because from my understanding, for researching all this stuff, when you put all the tags in and a customer goes to look for a red heart Valentine wall wreath, all your separate tags will come together. So, because I think the tags only allows you 30 30 letters. I don't remember exactly, but it only allows you a certain amount. So you want to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that you are very specific. What I actually do is I sit in front of my wreath and I think of the details of my wreath. It is a wall wreath. Is it a centerpiece? Is it a door? Whatever you want to call it, just put it in there. And definitely, definitely, definitely use all the tags. I'm trying to pull up one of the listings so I could go in order and see.
The
So
only
for
problem is with sometimes on the tags for the materials used, sometimes it's impossible to use all of them
yes,
because you can only list the materials you used. So if you
correct.
haven't used 13 materials, you're not going to use 13 tags under the section that says materials used
Right, but the material is not as important as the regular
as the
tags
other
itself.
tags.
So that's what
Right.
you really, really want to focus on. And they allow us 10 photos. I use all the 10 photos because through experience, and I'm sure everybody else can say the same, um, customers will ask certain questions. So every time a customer asks a question or detail that I didn't put in there, then I'm like, okay, let me take a picture of that side too, because that shows that question that so and so asked me. So I try to keep track of that, write things down so that I know what they asked me for. Um, I do take the time to go through, the primary color, the secondary color, the wreath type, all the different sections that they give us when you do a listing, because that really truly helps the search of your product. Um, One thing that I found super, super important is the occasion, right? So when we go on occasion, there is first birthday, anniversary, baby shower, bachelor party, bachelorette party. It's things that might not be related to what we are doing because I am doing a spring seasonal wreath, like an everyday wreath, right? So the best thing that I found for myself, rather than leave that empty, is I put housewarming because in the description of my piece, whatever it is that I'm doing, I always say this will make a great gift. And that's
Mm-hmm.
because you might not be buying a wreath for yourself. I just had two customers that were buying it as a gift for Mother's Day. And I'm like, wait, what month are we in? So,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Mother's
So
Day.
yeah, housewarming, it's always a
Hi,
good
Alfreda.
occasion to put that in. Um, and then of course your renewal and your description.
Yep.
So the description is very important because again, through experience, I've learned all the questions that people ask, and I put myself in the customer's, yeah, on the customer side. Like, okay, if I was buying this, what would I want to know about it? You know, and throughout all of this, um, I did a lot of research. So I do go into other pages and look, what's the best way to describe? You know, maybe
Mhm.
the words that I'm using are not the best to describe a certain, feature of my wreath, but maybe someone else, I don't copy, but you get ideas of never copy. I never ever copy. But just an understanding of,
Yep.
how to better describe the product.
Mhm.
Um, and that's super important.
Does anyone have any questions? Don't be afraid to ask.
Yes, please.
So Nadia, how many wreaths have you sold? Like what is your average sales monthly, say?
Um, let's just say that I'm selling 8 to 10 a week.
What?
Yes,
Girl?
yes. But I
Eight
don't
to ten a week?
wait, eight to
Girl.
10, 8 to 10 pieces. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not,
that's
it's
good.
not just wreaths because I don't do just wreaths. There's a lot of other things that
Right.
I do. But
Right.
yes, 8 to 10. However, I call it my Etsy workout every morning. I go on Etsy. Um, I Let me pull it up. I go on my dashboard and I want to
So
know.
Gina wants to know how long does it take for an item to sell?
Okay, so that's
Hi
a very
Kim.
good question. Um, let me see if I could do something. Hold on a second. Is there a way to? No, I can't. It won't let me. No, I don't want to play with buttons and disconnect. So, unfortunately, I can't share the screen because it won't let me from the phone. Okay, so you can watch this video and then do it step by step as you are in front of your computer. When you go on your dashboard, which is the
Yes, if
second
anybody would
tab,
like to get on your computer or iPad or whatever and follow along with
yes.
Nadia, it's probably the best thing you could do. Um, Hallie,
And I would say that the computer would be best because there's a lot of tabs and a lot of features
yeah,
that the
that are
phone
not
or
on.
iPad won't allow you to do.
Yeah, I found that out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I've got, I've got paint on my laptop. Paint. Oh gosh.
I got paint on my all over my fingers, and I'm like, can I use the gloves? Like, what happened?
So how long
Um,
does it take? Did you answer that one? Because Hallie has a question
no.
also
Okay.
about how.
So, okay. Really, there is no
I,
what's the word? Recipe for that. It really, my personal rule is if it doesn't sell in 2 months, then I'm taking it off. Um, I might give it 3 months, depends on the season, depends on the holiday, depends on whatever. However, I've also learned through experience that I'm not taking anything down anymore. Because
Yeah, I would just leave it up.
yes, because sooner
Yeah.
or later it is going to sell. Now, if I store them correctly, of course they will look nice and fluffy and new. If I have a wreath that it's like 8 months old and it's, you know, yucky looking, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to sell it. But there is really no rule for how fast a wreath, can sell. There's so many different things. As long as in your shop you have something that steadily moves. There are things that I have had up for a few months and they're not moving. And you know what? It's okay. I'm going to leave you there for a while longer. Um, Comes the year mark, maybe I might take them down because thread things have changed, colors are not the same, the trends are different, there's so many other things that are different. But
Mm-hmm.
I really can't really tell how
So
long.
Hallie says, I'm to the point with my Etsy shop that I would rather pay a VA to run my Etsy store. Thoughts?
Okay, is it because you are frustrated because you are not selling? Is it because you are not familiar with how Etsy works? Like, what's making you feel that way?
Hi, guys. If I missed you coming in,
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
she wonders about thoughts about shipping to Hawaii.
Yeah, I just read that. Um, I have shipped to a lot of different countries,
My feeling,
places.
my feeling is if the customer is willing to pay for the shipping, then ship it.
Exactly. I offer free shipping for my shop, but not international. International
Oh
shipping,
yeah.
it's not free. So if I just shipped something to Ireland and London. So if the customer is
Wow.
willing to, to pay for it. The only thing with Hawaii, you have to check because now when it comes to retail, I know that there are some restrictions um, for types of leather and certain materials that are not allowed in the country. That's the only thing you would have to um, that's the only thing you would have to check. How many items is a good amount to start Etsy? Gina, you could start Etsy with 2 items. I started Etsy. I think I only had 4 things up. And then I started building from there. And then I kept putting things up as I went along. So it really
Hi, Sharon.
there is no minimum of or max that you have to follow. Um Anyway, so let me go back to explain to you guys what the dashboard does. The dashboard is where you see all your information. So you see the total views that you had, the visits that you had, the orders that you had, and your revenue. Now, why that's important is because the views and the visits are the 2 tabs that are going to tell you whether or not your product is posted the best way that it could be, right? So if your search engine optimization is working, what I do, and this is why I call it my Etsy workout, and everybody in my house has learned in the morning with my coffee, don't bother me because I gotta deal with this. Um, what I do is I take a few listings at a time. Okay. Now, please try to follow me. I don't want anyone to get confused, but this is a little trick that I've learned that just blew my mind. Um, right below the dashboard tab, there is the listing tab. Once you go into your listings, it shows all the products that you have listed on Etsy. If you go on the right side of the screen, there is a little tab that says stats. You want to turn that on, okay? Once you turn that on, you go and look at your listings and it tells you how many visits, how many favorites, how many sales, what your revenue is, and how many times you have renewed your item. And those are, to me, because with my job, I'm all about reports. I'm all about that because, okay, so my product is getting a lot of visits, but nobody likes it. I haven't had any sales. I renewed it 17 times. What's the problem? So there I go in and I start changing the words. Let me give it a different title. Let me maybe do different tags, and I leave it up for another week or so, right? And see what happens. Usually, not to get myself confused, I group them. So now I'm going to focus on Valentine's now. So every morning, I'm going to check my Valentine stuff and see what's going on with it, right? Um, and then take it from there. But the stats of and the dashboard to see your visits and what's happening with your product is the number one indication of what's happening to your product. And again, go in, change the title, change the photo, change the tags, change something, change a bow, change the bow, freshen it up, do something different to it, and put it back up and see what happens. I've noticed that doing that and putting a little more effort into seeing what's happening, it helped tremendously move my product. Because again, let me find something. So just to prove the point to whoever, forget who asked before, um, how long do you leave things up? I'm going to show you that I have, where'd it go? Okay, so I have a wreath that I have renewed 23 times. I usually renew twice a month. And I'm going to explain to you guys what that means.
Hi, Venus.
So this one has been here for quite some time. It didn't sell. I'm not taking it down. Now, because it's a patriotic wreath, now probably in a month or so, I'm going to start going into my patriotic wreaths and see, why are you not moving? Am I going to change the tags? Am I going to change the titles? Am I going to change something to spruce it up a little bit? So that's definitely super important to keep track of um, the visits onto your shop and onto your products. Um, on the dashboard, again, it also gives you the recent activity. So if you scroll down a little bit, and this is something that it shows on the phone too, um, and it shows you who is it doesn't show you who's putting your items into their cart, but it shows you if someone favorite your product. And when that happens, I usually send them a message. Hey, this is Nadia from Nadia's Crafty Corner. Thank you for visiting our small shop. Hope to see you again soon. Just an hello, just a little quick something, and a lot of times they come back and buy just because that hello made them feel, I don't know what makes them feel. I like it. I, you know, I'm all about customer service. To me, great customer service means that, you know, they're gonna come back. Um,
But Etsy doesn't tell you, or do they? Because I have some items that go in people's carts and never sell.
right.
Does Etsy
So,
tell you who those people are that have them in the
no,
cart? No, I
no,
didn't think so.
no. They only show us, if you come to my shop and you favorite one of my products, then I will get the notification. Connie favorite your sunflower,
Right.
but it does
Hmm.
not tell me who has their item in the cart.
So are the people that favored your item, those are the ones that you contact?
Yes, because those are the only ones I could see. If you click on their
Okay.
name, you hover over their name and you click on it, you go to the bottom of their page, um, and you click on view profile, then it will open up their profile page, and that's where you can send them a message. It's not, it's again, it's my Etsy workout. Um, but
What do you say to them?
I
I
just
missed what you say.
I just say a quick hello. Hi, thank you for visiting my small shop. Let us know if you have any questions. Let us know if we could help you with anything. Um, Depends on the week, depends on what the item is. I might send them a coupon, which even if it's just 10% off or whatever it is, depends on the item again. You know what I mean? If it's something that I really want to move, okay, it's been here for long, let me just see if I can move it, then I might send them a 10% off coupon. Um, but I do try to pay attention to that because I've noticed, actually that's something that my brother suggested to me. He said when I shop and I favorite something, I get a coupon or I get hello, I get something. And I looked at him and I was like, wait a minute, I could do that. So I started
Yeah.
doing it and it really does help. I want to say that 2 out of 10 times it works.
Huh. Hallie said, I thought contacting customers through Etsy is a no no.
That's if, okay, so what my understanding is, is that if you contact them to say, hey, I see you're shopping here, but I would like for you to come to my Facebook page or to my website, that's a big no-no. Um, but all I'm doing is saying thank you and sending them a coupon through Etsy. I am not private messaging them. Everything is recorded on the Etsy. And if you go on the bottom of your app where it says messages, everything gets recorded there. Everything is there. And whenever there is something that is not okay, Etsy will block it. Like I had a customer saying, can I pay you through PayPal? And the person was blocked. Like I've never, like I was like, what happened? Where'd it go? And then I found out through researching everything, because I need to know, that
Hmm.
that is a big no-no, and Etsy will block those customers to protect us sellers too. So not that I would give anyone my PayPal to, um,
Hmm.
so, but yes, Janet, I have been doing it. When did I see my brother? My brother lives in Italy and my mommy too. So, um, I was there in August. So, and I've gotten quite a few sales from it. So that's definitely a big
Hi,
help.
Linda.
Um, but please, it's super, super important. Go on the listings, top right, there is a little tab that says stats. Turn that on. It turns orange when you turn it on. Um, and it will help you tremendously to see what's going on with your product. Pictures are very important. Tags are super important. Titles are super important. Um, I used to put my name across um, my my wreath or whatever product I was selling. I no longer do that. I just have Nadia's Crafty Corner tiny on the bottom, just so that people can't steal the picture. But there are ways to steal the pictures anyway. Um, so that's just that. Um, Now, um, there is also another tab. Please, everybody, ask questions. You can ask me questions tomorrow if you want to. I know it. I'm trying to give as much as I can, um, without confusing anyone. Um, uh, okay, so there is also another tab, and it's called stats. That's pretty cool and pretty important too. And you could change the date to if you want to check for a month or for a week or for a day. Um, and once you go into that and you scroll down a little bit, it shows you how the shoppers found you. Um, that's pretty important because once you open that page, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And it shows you if your SEO is working or not. You want the green arrow up. If the green arrow is up, it's amazing. If it's a red going down arrow, means you need to change your titles because they're not working and people cannot find you. So again, this is when I took a lot of time to um, Google in Etsy, so to speak. Okay, so I just made a bicycle rim. What do people search for? Do they search for bicycle rim wreath? Do they search for tire wreath? Like, what do people search for? Like, I need to know because otherwise I can't title this thing. So I do a lot of legwork for that too, especially if I'm doing um, a new product. One thing that I get a lot, and I don't want to forget to mention it. Oh my Lord, it takes forever to list stuff on Etsy, right? I hear
I
that
was one of those
all
people.
the time. And
I
you
was
know,
one of
I
those
want I
people.
want I want everybody to understand, like, all I'm trying to do is help because with all the groups that we belong to, I always hear everybody and I read, from the comments because when I'm reading that everybody struggles with Etsy. Oh, I can't sell anything. Oh my God, it takes forever to list. These are all like simple things that we can fix, and you don't have to do it 1 hour a day like I do. You could do it every other day. When I'm working, it's my lunch hour if I'm free, because sometimes in my lunch hour, I'm doing work related stuff. So I don't have, like, it's whenever I can. So you fit that into your own schedule. Right now, I'm blessed and lucky to be able to work on it um, quite a bit. So it does help a lot. So let's say I make, okay, perfect example because I just made, okay, so I just made this, right? And
So pretty.
it's, thank you, it's a burlap flower wreath, right? Now, I'm going to go into specific, yes, but it's a burlap flower wreath, okay? I already posted something that it's similar. It's different colors. It has a different center. But so you go into listings and you have all your pretty stuff that pops up, all your listings. You find the listing that it's closest to what you want to post, right? On the bottom of your listing, there's a little wheel, the setting wheel, like that. We're familiar with that because it's the same on the phone and everywhere. If you click on the little wheel, there is a little tab that says copy. What that is going to do, and I believe, yes, this is also a feature that could be done from the cell phone because that's what I used to do at work on my cigarette break. I used to go outside, have my quick bed thing and post something new because I could quickly copy and do it. So once you click on copy, it's going to open a page with the same thing you have. So I just clicked on my pink. I have this one in pink. So I clicked on the pink one and it brings it up. You change the pictures, you change the color. You don't have to change the tags because it's a burlap sunflower wreath or it's a Valentine wreath, it's a gnome wreath. Like you change the attributes that best fit what you're posting. But the majority of everything is there. This is the same size of my pink one. So I don't have to change the shipping. I don't have to change none of that. I don't have to change the title. All I got to do, if I put the color in the title, I just change the color. Um, my pink one has a different center. So I'll just change that in the tags. But 80% of the work is already done. And don't forget to change the pictures because I've done that. um, so, and that's it. Once you copy it and then you change a few little details, most of the work is already done. So you don't have to start from scratch from every listing because that's
That's
very
the
time
problem.
consuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um, we do have a couple questions.
yes.
Patty, um, I think it would be a little difficult to answer one of her questions.
Hold
I'll
on.
have to go up and see. How does Etsy work? I think that would take a lot of time for Nadia to answer that question, or maybe you can give it a short version of how does Etsy work.
I don't see her question. What
Patty
do you mean, how
Cream.
does Etsy work? Patty, please elaborate for me. What do you like? You are not familiar with Etsy at all, or what? How does it work? What? Tell me.
Debbie Dooley wants to know, are tags and SEO the same?
Yeah, so SEO is just a word to say search engine optimization, which basically means the words, the tags that people use to find you. Because,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so let me see if maybe this helps. If you go on Etsy and you type Nadia's Crafty Corner, I won't come up. But if you go on Etsy and you type sunflower burlap sunflower wreath, you'll see my picture and then you could go into my shop. So people don't search you by your name. People search you by the product and that's how they get to you. So if you have good tags, good search engine, then they will find you. Does that help?
And how do you find the words that people use to as good search words?
So all right. Um you could go into Etsy and search, let's say you made a bunny wreath, right? You search for Easter bunny wreath and a whole lot of them will come up.
So that
Usually
tells
when,
you what people
yes. And usually
use
what
to look for
happens,
things.
yes, I don't, okay, so this is a lot and this is big. Hold on a second. Okay. But I'm going to try to explain it as best I can. From my understanding, and again, I really like, I am not an expert on Etsy. I'm sure there's people that know 1,000 more than me. I just want to help because I feel the struggle and I struggle too. And it took me a long time and a lot of research to learn everything. Um, so when you go on Etsy as a customer, right? Because we have the app where you sell, and then there is the orange app, right? That's where you go and do your search. Um, and I search Easter bunny wreath right there. So what happens is a whole bunch of them will come up, right? Now, I like, me personally, actually, guys, I tell you a secret. There's not a lot of them, so let's go make some Easter bunny wreaths and post them because there's really not a lot. Yeah. um, I like to search for the ones that say bestseller, and Etsy will be the one to tell you bestseller, right? Um, and I just browse. I just click on it and browse. What are you calling it? What words are you using? That's what I do. I do a lot of research that way. If I want to know red Valentine wreath, I just search it and then, ooh, wow, that's nice. Mine just popped up. Um, and I just read and see. And that's the other thing. So if you have a lot of visitors on your product, Etsy will push your product up in the search engine. This is what I noticed as I started paying attention to all these tags and the right words and how to do things. As I started doing that, I saw that Etsy was showing my product a little bit more because I had more visits because people could find my product. So, um, and once you see something that says bestseller, that's where you don't copy because that's not right either. But we could get ideas.
Eunice
Connie,
wonders, do you only sell on Etsy or do you sell at craft fairs or anywhere else?
um, so yes, I've done a few I'm a people person. I like to talk to people. I like to be around people. I do love Etsy, but I miss people. So, so yes, I do go to craft fairs. I've only done a couple because again, working full time and coming out of COVID and all of that, there wasn't really much around. Um, but yes, I'm planning on doing more now. Hopefully, things will get better.
Hmm. Patty wonders, how do you get started on Etsy? Um,
Okay,
that's a hard question. That would take a lot to.
you know what, Patty? So you don't have an Etsy shop? Is that correct? You don't have an Etsy shop?
So while you're waiting for that, Hallie says, for those items that haven't sold, is there a point where you change the wreath, new bow, etc.? If so, how long do you wait to do that?
Okay, usually my rule is 3 months because if it's a seasonal wreath, then okay, you know what? It's an Easter wreath. It didn't sell. Let me turn it into something else. Um, I might just take it apart. Sometimes what I do, and I do this with the grapevine wreath, I will put it together and I will zip tie it. I won't glue it. I will glue it once it's sold. That way I can, in 3 months, take it apart and reuse the elements. But usually 3 months is a guideline. And then I decide, okay, let me look at you. What do I want to do with you? Because you haven't moved, people don't look for you, people are not liking you, a lot of different things. Um, so it really
So Gina
depends.
says, Gina says, what should you list? What should you list or tag first? The color, theme, or size?
The theme.
The theme.
Definitely the theme. Yes. Farmhouse, shabby chic, rustic. Um, what's another popular one? Elegant,
Elegant.
luxury. Yeah, I will go for that first. You can put red farmhouse, but if I'm looking for farmhouse, I'm looking for farmhouse. I'm not necessarily married to red. Red is something you could put in the tags because, so if I go and search farmhouse Christmas, right? There's going to be 1,000 things that come up. Then I want to search in red farmhouse. Then there's going to be 500 things that come up. And if I want red and white farmhouse, then there's going to be 30 things that come up. So, but that's more in your tags. For
Gina's
that's what I've seen for myself.
Gina says, do you find smaller wreaths sell faster than large?
No.
Hallie says, how long have you been on Etsy? Have the item you sell changed over time?
So if you look at my Etsy shop, it'll tell you that I've been there since 2013. But in 2013, I'm not gonna lie to you, I had no idea what Etsy was. I opened it because somebody said something and I just did it. I had no idea what the heck it was or what I was doing. Um, I started actively selling, actually is going to be 1 year next week.
That's
That's
awesome.
when yes, and the items that I sell have changed over time. Changed in what way though? I have increased my items. I have um I don't do just wreaths. So there's other things that I do, there's other collections that I have. So I'm slowly going on with my collections. So
Pa-
I do
Patty
have.
says apparently she does not have an Etsy shop. So,
That's
Patty,
Patty.
I think that would be a really hard question for Nadia to explain to you. Um,
Yeah, right now. But Patty, please send me a message and I will be more than happy to help you set up your Etsy if that's what you want to do. I would really truly love to help someone else start it. So
that's
please,
really nice of you, Nadia.
yeah,
Um,
no
are
problem.
are there any other questions? We're coming up to an hour here,
Yeah.
and I don't want to keep Nadia on all night because I know she's probably just as tired as all of us. Patty said, "Okay, thank you." Um,
Yep.
Nadia, I just can't thank you enough for all this awesome information.
I hope that it can help, you know,
Yeah, you helped
I
me.
hope it,
I There were a couple things I didn't know about when we
yeah.
talked the other day. I said, "Oh, I didn't even know that was there." So, yeah, and I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're very
She says,
welcome.
"Do you have different Etsy pages for different items?"
No, I only have one Etsy shop, and then there's different categories that you could do inside the shop. But it's no, it's one page, one shop for all. Yes.
Hallie said, "I can't thank both of you enough. This has been good for me."
Oh, yay. I'm
So
so glad. And
that's
please,
good.
like I said, don't hesitate, to reach out to me if there is more questions, if I could help in any case, in any way. And if there is something that, oh, can you explain it to me again? Because I really have no idea what you said. Please just reach out to me and I'll do my best to try to help.
Donna says, "What's her web page?
My website or my Etsy shop?
What's tell us both.
So my website, it's nadiascrafts.com. And then my Etsy page is Nadia's Crafty Corner.
Janet said thank you, and Nadia for
You're
this
welcome.
advice.
You're very
Deb
welcome.
says yes, you are late, Deb, but that's okay. We're just gonna say hi and probably see you later. See you next time. Donna wanted your Etsy page. You did tell her what that
Yeah.
was. All right. Mary says I bought myself a dummy book for Etsy.
I didn't even know that existed. I should have bought
I
that.
didn't either. I needed that too.
Oh, that's too
Um,
funny.
yeah. So Nadia, I can't thank you enough for doing this for us.
No problem.
That's so nice of
Anytime.
you. Thank you for being one of my VIPs. Thank
Oh,
you
no
for being
problem.
an awesome friend. And thank you for just being here to my fellow Italian buddy. We're both full blooded Italian. But one other question: how the hell can you be full blooded Italian and have such a nice figure? Is what I want to know.
Oh,
What's
dear
the
Lord.
secret?
You want to know? I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna make you laugh. I don't like pasta.
What? How could you be Italian?
That's what everybody
Nadia
tells
comes
me.
straight. She comes
Yeah.
straight from Italy, guys. She came to the United States when she was 20, and she doesn't like pasta.
No.
That's your secret. That's it.
Yep.
That will be
Yep.
doing it in a nutshell.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, guys. Thank you again, Nadia. I so
No
appreciate it,
problem.
and I love you, girl, and we'll talk again, I'm sure. And to all my buddies out there, thank you for being here. Love you all. God bless you all. Good
Thank you,
night.
everybody. Good night.